Gemara says, Yetzer shel Adam is gab alav b'chol yom u'mavakesh lamisa. The Yetzer Hara is our biggest enemy, tries to kill us. V'lulei HaKadosh Baruch Hu Eizrai, and if not for heavenly assistance from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, lo yachalei, we'd never be able to overpower the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara is stronger than us, but Hashem is stronger than the Yetzer Hara. I want to share with you a Maisa about Shaya. Shaya was a young man. Now he's no longer a young man. He's a finer Talmid Chacham. But he had the same challenges as many Bachim at that age. And he had a particular challenge that he had no money. So he couldn't afford to go back for another year. And he very much needed to go back for another year. Shaya was half-baked. So he took 2 jobs in the summer. And whatever money he was going to make, he was going to try and give it to the yeshiva and see if it would be enough. He's got a first job. It's 10 to 3. His shift ends at 3 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. There's no one in the restaurant. He's the only one there. He figures he can go out for a break, a smoke break. He goes out for a smoke break, and people passing by, back and forth, and the old Shaya. So that's what he looks forward to. There's hana, a certain pleasure for looking at the people going back and forth. It fills his taiva. But Shaya had one thing going for him. He had a Rabbi that told him before he left. He said, Shaya, I want to teach you a secret. That if you ever over a Nisayan, even if it's a small Nisayan, even though it's a Nisayan, it's a trial, that you failed so many times, one time, one small Nisayan, you pass it. So you should take simcha on your accomplishments, and it's Neis Ratzon. Then Hashem is listening to your prayers, and at that moment you pass the Nisayan, the heavens are open, pray for whatever you want, you'll get it. Okay, so Shai decided to try it out. He didn't look, and he opened up his mouth. He said, Rabbi Shalom, I want to go to Eretz Yisrael. I need it. I know you want me to go, but I don't have the money. Rabbi Shalom, I need the money. At 3 o'clock, he left that restaurant. He went to the other restaurant, and he started his shift over there. There was a very nice family there. And Shaya was like, working it up. He's full of chen. He's a lovely boy. And he was chatting them up and schmoozing with them. And Shaya said, if you establish a connection, so then the results it's a bigger tip. And the things were going very well, very smooth. And they were asking about him, and he says where he's from and what he's doing. And he went to yeshiva, and what are his dreams. They said, are you going back next year? He said, I wish I could. I'm working 2 jobs. I can't do it. I'm not making enough. Whatever I make, I hope that it'll be enough. They didn't say anything. And they asked him which yeshiva, and where it is, what's the name of the Rosh Yeshiva. And then they gave him a very nice tip. So he was in a good mood. The next day, the Rosh Yeshiva calls him. He says, Shaya, you're never going to believe what happened. Did you wait on a table in this restaurant, in this place? And he said, yes, I did. They were good tippers. He said, they called me. They tracked me down. They called me. They asked me about you. I told them such nice things. I said, you're a growing boy. You really want it. You need help, but you really, really want it. And guess what, Shaya? Amazing. They paid for your tuition next year. You can come back. And you don't need, and it's all expenses paid.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.